around.
This is Al's breakfast, and it closes at 1 because it's a really early breakfast place. There's 14 stools, I think, inside, so you gotta wait in line. There's this different type of language between the cooks and stuff, like short stack wheat wally blues is 2 whole wheat blueberry pancakes, and my dad used to work here, so he knows the owner, he knows Al. When did this bookstore first start running?
1976.
Were you the first owner?
I'm the remaining original owner.
And I said,
Well, how have you seen Dinkytown evolve or devolve as you operate this bookstore?
Well, it's changed a lot. When I was first here, Dinkytown was sort of like a little urban village. You could get everything. We had a bakery, we had clothing stores, we had our own hardware store, we had our own little grocery store.
I love it, and I live here. It's cool. It's a nice walk. There's lots of bus stations that takes me here from work.
How long do you think Dinkytown has been here since like the first people like started building this stuff?
Maybe around the 1890s or 1900s. So there probably was a community here, but I think like it really started gaining popularity maybe around the 50s or 60s.
So I live here, work here, go to school at the U of M.
How long do you think it's existed? Like when do you think the first buildings?
Oh gosh, I want to say probably around when the university started, so like 1800s.
So we're doing this project on Dinkytown, like the history of Dinkytown, and I was like, who here has been in Dinkytown every time I've been in Dinkytown? I thought of you. When did you first come to Dinkytown?
Maybe it started probably being substantial on maybe 94.
So I suppose a lot's changed since then.
It is part of the history of Dinkytown that it's been not only an independent business district, but an independent business district where people did start up businesses. And I think that's really valuable for the university area. And in 1970, part of the big fight here, you heard about the protests in Dinkytown.
I actually have.
Aha, well there's a huge history on the Dinkytown protests. And that was over Red Barn, which was one of the first corporate food chains that was trying to open both in Dinkytown and in Stadium Village.
Well, I have lived in Northeast Minneapolis all of my life, and I have always loved Dinkytown. Thank you.
We have the herbs here, we have an herbalist on staff, we have a young lady does shiatsu massage, we have Annie doing tarot readings at the back this evening.
How old do you think Dinkytown is?
100.
And then we had a 3-year building project where they replaced both of the bridges at 15th and 14th, and that really changed Dinkytown because some people didn't make it, and there was a turnover, and there were lots of corporate companies that wanted to come in.
Those kind of companies kind of disgust me a little bit. You know, their blatant lack of regard for the specific community that they're in, and the environment and anything other than selling people crap.
So we tried to save some of the character of Dinkytown because it's always been independent businesses, but now it's really shifted.
Vecchio's has been here for, oh God, years, man.
Would you rather have just a big hubbub of small town, like small businesses, rather than having like the Potbellies and the Jimmy John's? Would you rather just switch those out for like more like what Joe's Deli does or Cafe 421?
Like I went to Cornwall High School and I just came around these parts a little bit, just like get food and stuff. So that was about it.
Yeah. Food's good down here. Everybody comes down here to get tattoos.
I like the hustle and bustle. Lots of students around here, so that adds an extra energy.
Yeah, it's got a good feel down here. I like it. Right next to campus, so I mean it's like.
And I got a fat McDonald's that's sitting right on the hill, so it's all good all night long.
But to me, the core of Dinkytown hasn't changed. It's always been food, music, and books.